Okay, hello. I'm going to be calculating this explosion scene to see if the trolley can actually get that high into the air. Now, first of all, cars don't usually explode. They just ignite. But I have to make this video a certain length, so let's just pretend for the sake of my grades that there is a random bomb on one of the trunks of the cars. Now, just how much force came out of that bomb? Okay, first calculating how high the trolley actually flew. For this, I actually used a stop sign, and the stop sign actually has the height of 750 millimeters or 0.75 meters. Okay, now it's time to scale it, so the size is actually relevant to where it would be a few feet away, and then stacking up to actually see how high the trolley went. And it turns out that it flew 5,250 millimeters or 5.25 meters up into the air. Okay, and the time it took for it to actually get that high is 3 seconds. Okay, now since we both have the time and the distance, we actually can plug it into this formula. X equals vi times t plus 1.5 of the acceleration times t to the power of 2. Okay, since the trolley is actually going against gravity, the acceleration is actually gravity itself, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. So then once we plug it into the equation, vi should then equal to 16.61 meters per second. Okay, now it's actually time to calculate the force. I'm going to be using this equation. Mass times gravity plus mass times velocity equals force times time of the explosion. Now the weight of the trolley is actually 15,000 pounds, and the mass turns out to be 6,803 kilograms. The velocity at which it went at is 16.61 meters per second, and the time of the explosion was actually 1.3 seconds. The aftermath of the explosion is what you mostly saw throughout the video. So now we actually just plug this into the formula and divide by 1.3 to get force, and the force actually turns out to be 138,205 newtons. For those who don't know, that's around 30,712 pounds. Now if you guys don't know, a force of 30,000 pounds is actually really huge. I'm going to show you guys an example. The Grand Slam bomb was actually the most powerful non-atomic aerial bomb used in combat until 2017. And as you can see, the Grand Slam actually only has 22,000 pounds of force, while this explosion that was showed in this movie had around 30,000. Who knew we could have been mass producing cars instead of bombs this entire time? Like, what are we even thinking? The stats clearly say 22,000 for bomb, 30,000 for car. That's a huge difference. Okay, to be honest, now I'm just trying to stall to get exactly 3 minutes, because I wasn't really paying attention in class, so I'm not really sure how long it's supposed to be, but I clearly remember 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna keep on talking until I cut